Hello all, it's me again, back with a quick update on a project that I've just about to start work on. As you may or may not know, following me on Twitter or whatever, I bought a 3D printer uh, early this year. I suppose I got it for Christmas really. And so I've been getting my head around printing miniatures and starting to paint the miniatures that I print. It's a resin printer which has the quality you want for doing miniatures. So, I mean, essentially you can see I've got some prints here. You can see here the quality of the prints is quite good. You can see here's a slightly larger one. So the resin has the resolution. Resin printers have the resolution to print miniatures. Each layer is about 50 micron, so you'll get a nice smooth figure. So I've been printing a bunch of miniatures and then painting them up and having a lot of fun doing that. But I've just completed my largest print to date, which is what you see before you here, and it is a dragon. So I've subscribed to a company, a group on Patreon called Artisan Guild. Check them out on Patreon, and I think they also sell their stuff through, I think, 3D Factory or something like that. One of the other sort of online STL file suppliers where you can buy the files. And this, as I'm a Patreon, I get a bunch of monthly releases from them, and every quarter they do what they call the Mega Boss. And this, what the latest one is, this dragon. It's an interesting dragon because it actually doesn't have any wings, so it's more like a giant worm, WYRM, dragon. And it's my biggest print to date. It's all, it comes in 10 pieces. One of the nice things they did is that actually this print was pre-supported. So I didn't have to muck around in software trying to put supports on these. It was all just pretty much load it onto your printer and push play. The only thing I had to do was I've recently changed my resin to this thing called an eco resin from Anycubic, which is really nice. It has no odor. You don't have to use IPA, isopropyl alcohol, to clean the prints. You can just clean them in soapy water, warm soapy water. And it's great. I won't be going back. This is great stuff. It's even got a really nice sort of feel to the finished print. It's got a kind of almost a satiny sort of feel to the prints, which I really like. And so yeah, so the thing comes pre-supported, and a lot of the prints were hollow. So this is the main torso, which you can see here, and this was printed hollow. You can see the little holes here where they let the resin out. So this is hollow, which is great when you've got such a large piece to print. And yeah, essentially you can see here there's several bits. So this is like a bit of the lower torso, where is it, the tail goes on like so, and then we have where are we, is that the right leg? Yeah, leg like that. So what I'll do is, obviously being a 3D print, there's not a lot of cleanup to do. There's not really a lot of mold lines or anything. So just a little bit of cleanup, removing some of the things where the supports were attached, and then I will glue it together. There's a couple of bits that I'll need to fix, like this neck here. I had a support fail during printing, so that hasn't printed completely correctly, but there's enough there that I can actually just cut that, reattach it, add some putty and fix the gaps. I think there was another piece, I think it might have been an arm. Yeah, this here didn't quite print. It should have a nice spike like this one, so I'll just fix that with a bit of putty. But besides that, it's all printed very nicely. So what I'll do is I'll clean this up. I actually also have to cure it a little bit under a UV lamp, just so that it's a little bit harder. But I don't do that until I've done all the cleanup, because it's much easier to cut and remove the supports when it's still a little bit soft. So I'll cure it and then I will assemble it. I'll probably use some araldite, some epoxy resin epoxy glue rather than super glue, because I want a nice bond, and also the epoxy glue will also fill in some of the gaps a little bit, and then I don't have to use a lot of putty to fix the gaps. But what I'll do is I will assemble this, and then I will post another video of the assembled model. It's really quite big. I mean, you can see this is a standard sort of 28mm figure compared to the body. It's going to be quite an impressive dragon. Quite easy, good for the tabletop actually, because not having the big wings in the way means it's easy to move around the table. So I'll be able to use this in some of our fantasy games like Frostgrave or Rangers of Shadow Deep or Fud and Blunder, any of those sort of skirmishy fantasy games, or even, you know, role-playing sessions if you want. But yeah, it's really nice, really happy with it. So I'll assemble it, undercoat it, post another video of an update how I'm going as I'm going to go through painting this. I think I'll probably make it a red dragon because everyone likes a red dragon, and so I'll probably go with that, go with the classics. And I'll print that, so I paint that and show you progress as I go. But I would definitely, if you are interested in 3D printing or you have a 3D printer, check out Artisan Guild. They're on Patreon, and if you subscribe monthly, they release a set of miniatures. The most recent ones they did was some dwarves. Sorry, not dwarves. They've done like these aquatic sort of fish race, and the month before they did dwarves. And next month, I think May, is going to be a series of Oni, which are Japanese mythical demon sort of humanoids, which is really good because I'm just getting into some more sort of samurai gaming, and I want to try some mythical samurai, so that's good timing for me. So yeah, so go and check them out on Patreon, and I will touch base with you guys when I've assembled this guy and got him ready for painting. So thanks for that. Cheers. Bye.